You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Do you have any evidence? Have you considered maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? This one.
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Yes, some evidence would
Look,
be
you're
nice.
already on the path that leads to the
Like,
cabin.
why do we need to
Why
kill
would you
her?
be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Oh, we get to choose all of it? Okay. The reason she's
While I
locked up.
appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our
okay.
time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad though.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Can someone else
Oh,
do
if
this?
only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't
Why?
make the
Am
rules,
I the only one who
no
can
matter
kill
how
her?
much I wish I did.
Okay, there's nothing in this. I mean, it seems like we're choosing all of it anyway.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
That's it? Maybe I'm okay with the world
Of
ending.
course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
No, I guess not. What about a reward? though?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Yeah, but what is it? Tell me more first. Yeah, what is it?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. If she's as bad as she says she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I had the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm so... Okay, thanks for telling me. Sure.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
I will.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Oh wait, that's me, voice of the hero.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
But that's me though. Only one option, I guess.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale
Wow,
and
is this
musty,
all the
and the
cabin?
floor and
Just a
walls are
table
painted
and a
in a
knife?
fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Down to the basement we go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
We
Don't
did
let it fool
say
you. It's all part of the manipulation.
hi. Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Let's say hi enthusiastically.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
That's what I was told to do. No way. Why would you think that? Hey, gosh. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I mean, we're here to slay her, so we'll keep the knife, I guess.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Well, I could throw it, if I have the option.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she's in buffing? Are you sure she's not on? I'm not dropping the blade. Slay the princess. That's the title.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
How strong
It
is
feels
she?
like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Damn, what a punch.
Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Damn, she's
We can
strong
still
hands.
turn this around.
I mean, we might as well. You stabbed her.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Damn, how hard does she hit?
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
We did it?
The two of you fall to the floor.
Oh, I'm still dying, I guess.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry
Sure.
over such things. Everything
Oh, I
goes
just
dark,
die like that.
and you die.
Oh, that was chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path
Wait, we just
is
started
a
again.
cabin.
What?
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
This is the start again.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, this already happened.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
No.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Oh, so you remember, but he doesn't.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit.
I can't win against
There's no
her.
point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that
She
hill.
killed me with her fist. And if she don't tell me the truth, blah blah blah. Why would I listen to you? Yeah.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
It is.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
You told me to slay her, and I
We
did.
did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given
Oh, so
another
I had
chance
to
to actually
live.
do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Wait, is he gonna change this path? What I did before?
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were
That
you
is a
instead
good
transported
point.
to a different world entirely?
It's just like a
Had you
ReZero.
failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Let's get to know more
Just be
about
quick
that.
about it.
Beat me to death. Who locked her? Yeah, who
People
locked her?
locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Okay, well, she beat me to
She
death.
just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Oh, this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions? There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
Stubborn. Why is it stubborn now, not the hero? How to make sure that
Like I
happen
said,
again.
if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Okay. I mean, last time I did that, I died. People after why couldn't they slay her? Yeah.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
I'm the
Oh.
chosen one.
I didn't know we were special. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
What
I've
are
told you
telling me?
everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch. Exactly. The less you know about her, the better.
Okay, that's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
What if we just leave? Oh, you just
We
leave.
can't just leave.
Oh, you can't leave.
We're supposed to fight her. Where are you going? Seriously? You're just going to
Oh, we are leaving.
turn around and
Okay.
leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Away from here. I'll go to the cabin. Okay, fine, I'll go. Lie, yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. Pretty okay with the world ending. Yeah, I know where
Somehow
I'm
I
going.
doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Oh, you're coming with me.
That's strange.
Oh,
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient.
manipulating the
Everything's back on
universe.
track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
I just go back
You're
around.
really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Okay, but why do I return?
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again.
Oh,
But everything is getting fuzzy.
oh,
What's going on? Where are we?
what's happening?
I told you we shouldn't have come here. I told you. But
did you listen?
Or passing out, or is unwound. It physical matter replaced by textured nothing. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulation pulls louder as something other comes close. Is it the princess? Or not? Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag close across the glass surface of your soul. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. What? Is she crawling inside me? Sure. Embrace it. Urgency. You have a story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There's only so much treasure in this place. Do not waste it. I am your only salvation. Who's talking? Is it the princess? Oh, what the heck? We're back in chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a
The
cabin.
real Slater princess starts here.
And in the basement of that
What?
cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't,
Okay.
it will be the end of the world.
Same options again. From the beginning. Sweet, I always wanted to offer Monarch. People are revolution. We'll be chill. Like,
Don't
yeah, alright.
mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to
Yeah, it's all the same
save
dialogue.
princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, this time I'm not taking the knife.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Yes.
The air
the
is
same.
stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The
Okay.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, this time we're not gonna take it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's
Is that different?
hypnotizing.
That's
It's the
different,
kind of
right?
voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of
Okay,
your
now
life.
it's different.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Slater for this. Yeah. I wanted to check it out. We did that last time, just checking it out. I'm here to save you. I killed you last time. But
How many times do
We
I
don't
have
talk
to tell
about
you
that.
how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the
It's
far
very good. It
wall
has
of
many
the
endings and
basement.
paths.
She's beautiful.
Well, I already killed her
How could
once,
someone like this be a threat
and now I'm
to
trying to
anyone?
save her.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Forever.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Well, there was a knife upstairs,
Don't do
but
it.
I didn't bring it.
If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
How bad could it be? Examine the chains. Let's just save her, I guess.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
It's
No.
fine.
You're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
What about the knife?
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Oh, we need a key again.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas? I'm gonna check upstairs. I'll check upstairs.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Someone locked us in.
Is someone else here?
Try the door. Let me
Your
out of here.
shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay
you're locking the door?
princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Ah, it's the narrator, right? That's locking the door. Try it.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Okay, fine.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Last time I
Easier
did
for
that, I got
whom?
beat.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
I mean, yeah, you...
She barely
Oh my
hesitates before
gosh,
raising
what
her
the
arm
heck?
to her mouth, her teeth
Oh, what the
tearing
hell?
through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips
Oh
her
my
flesh from her
gosh.
bone, a sound comes from behind you,
Holy
the
crap.
clang of bouncing metal.
I did not expect that.
It's the
What
blade
hell?
from upstairs.
Grab
I'm not
it,
sure how
grab
it
it
made its
right
way
now.
down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's
What
now.
the hell? That caught me off guard.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Well, I guess, well, you give me no other options.
Fine. Against your better
Oh, you're cutting her
judgment,
arm?
You place the blade against the
Why her
ragged,
arm?
self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
It's completely normal for her.
You cut into her flesh.
Oh my god.
The blade is sharp,
Oh.
and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Oh.
Her limb falls
The
to the
princess.
ground,
Ah, yes, just
and the heavy
a normal thing a
chains
princess
follow
would do.
suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
And here I am,
No,
just
she
disgusted. Oh.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now let's get out of here.
Is she just gonna kick down the door?
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I
And I am a
can't
hero.
just let her escape into the world. As the princess
I
approaches
thought we
the
were
bottom
saving her.
stair,
What?
your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Yeah, I'm saving her. What are you
Watch
doing?
me.
What are you doing?
Slay the princess. Warn her. Yeah,
Stop
warn her.
that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't
The
have to
narrator
do this,
possessed
right?
me.
Your body lunges
Wait,
forward,
why does my
the
hand
blade
look like
held
that?
low, ready to sink into her heart.
I just realized. We have like claws.
But the princess
What the
dodges, stumbling back against the wall
And
before
like-
the blade has a chance to
Like
connect.
scabs or something.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
She's just a weak princess. She can't rescue herself. What's this? Okay, but why does my arm look like this? Who will resist?
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this
I'm a
isn't
hero.
you.
You must rescue. I'm trying to rescue you.
She nervously
Her.
reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hand.
What is this hand?
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Wait, are you?
She plunges it
Oh.
into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
Don't worry about your appearance.
But
I'm
you
the
aren't
hero.
dead yet.
Okay, I guess.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort
You're
of
everyone.
heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Okay, but why?
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Yeah, I could tell.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab
True.
wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh,
Well,
that's rich
going by
coming
last
from
time,
you.
I'll just restart.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark.
And I still
you
die
die.
anyway. Okay. Chapter 2, damn. So
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
yeah.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You'll always come back. Yeah, it's like ReZero. It's pretty cool. Okay, no. If I die, what's going on here? But you bastard, you're in it for it now.
My
Get him.
tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time.
You possessed me.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved,
this new
we'll have
Smith.
to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Wait, do we get new voices every reset?
So all of the cards are on the table. then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see
Okay,
about
so
that.
I'm just getting
Whatever you
voices.
do, just be sure to ignore him
Yeah,
specifically.
except Reserve.
It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a
I
peck
will
on the
save
cheek.
the princess. Okay.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Okay, so I have multiple voices now. I'm stubborn and smitten now. Yeah, I'm telling the truth. The most accurate. Okay. Let's just go back, I guess.
A warning before you go any further. She will
Yeah.
lie, she will cheat,
Yes, you
and
told
she
me
will
that
do
already.
everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be
She knows what is true to him.
Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
He may, however, be very
I do.
gullible.
But I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Alright, let's go.
The interior of the cabin
Oh,
is
it's
clean and
changed.
elegant. Its stone
What?
walls
It's a castle
draped
now.
in fine-threaded tapestries.
The windows are
A
different.
prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture
door
in
as
it
well.
is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah. What's the mirror
That's
about?
because there isn't a mirror.
What?
There's a table, the
Yes.
blade sitting on the table, and the door to the
Yes.
basement. There's nothing else in
Yes.
here.
What about this? What is
There's
this?
definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Oh, it's blind.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
Okay, so this is
In which
important,
case
I guess.
she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
But I can see it. I want to see how handsome I am. Yeah, because my hand looks weird. I want to see what I look
That's
like.
a great idea. We have to make sure we're
What
looking our
mirror?
best before we save her.
This mirror. What do you mean?
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important.
Yeah.
I'm not lying.
You can't just
to
ignore
you.
this.
Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie
I am
about
looking.
something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Approach. I want to see.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door.
It's a wall
There isn't
with a
much to see
mirror
here.
on it.
This really isn't funny.
Right. Are we gonna see?
You reach forward and rub your
Yeah,
hand
what is
against
this?
the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago,
Yo, it's gone. What?
and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Huh? Yeah, we'll take the blade this
You
time.
take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know
Well,
we
my
can
hand
defend
doesn't
her
look
from
very
her
dashing.
enemies. Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us again. There's no use arguing over
Yeah.
motivations right now. It's good that you took the
He
blade.
beat us
You'll need it to
for
do
first
your
time.
job.
Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open,
It's a dungeon
revealing
now.
an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Is her voice different?
It's somehow even more beautiful
It
than
sounds
last
different.
time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Yes, you said that.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right?
Oh,
She
the
may
voice.
not be able to hear my
Right.
words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
The voice is in my head.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Her voice sounds
Do you hear
different.
that? She said
I don't know
we're
why.
dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to
Wait,
believe
yeah,
your
what?
ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence.
I thought no one
We've been
remembered
here
that,
before.
except me.
That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before.
She has her hand
So
back.
an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We
Okay, how do
damned
I
the
do it
whole
right?
world, but everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between
Somewhere
worlds
else.
forever, especially not without leaving a
Okay, so
trail
you
of
confirmed that we're
incomprehensible
jumping
devastation
between
behind you.
We're not
This is
resetting
horrible.
back in time. Okay.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Okay, you killed me last time and hurt a lot. Why did I cut you out again? What happened after I died? Oh. Did you end the world after you killed me? Sorry, what happened last time? I tried to test my body. It's really unfair. Slay and rescue. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Huh? How does that work? Yeah, why?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
I didn't
We warned
say.
her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
I have to cut you out again. Are we gonna get the scene again with your arm? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
I don't want the I don't want the world to end. I have no feelings one way or the other about the ending. Honestly, the world sucks. People are plague and health people don't pay for ruin to them. No, I don't want the world to
Then
end.
I didn't end the world.
Oh, okay, so
she
she
didn't
just
confess anything. She is
she's telling me what I want to
innocent
hear.
itself.
Okay.
Not so sure.
Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Okay.
We
I
won't be
don't
laying a
want to.
finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
What happened last time?
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Rescue, I guess.
No, I can't let you
No,
do
don't
that.
do
If you
this
take another
again.
step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
That's true.
You approach the
Oh, it just
princess
slips off
and
this time?
gingerly slide
Okay.
her hand from her bindings.
And our arm once
That
again.
shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
This time.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. Are you sure
Ugh.
you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Well, I don't know the
think
truth.
I want
so-
to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Tell me what you want. There's something you want. Do you want to end the world? Like the princess, something isn't right here. Let's just leave, I guess.
That sounds perfect.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Oh, you're
You
rescuing
and the
her this
princess
time?
walk
Like,
up
for
the
real?
stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs?
The
Let's
whole...
see. Oh,
No,
isn't that interesting?
okay.
It all slams in your face
Here we
and the
go
lock
again.
clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Yeah, so it was him last time.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand.
Well, I met her
Our
like 2
passions
times
run
before.
deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Ooh. We can open it if we try together. Yeah, because you said last time we can force it open. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
That's fair.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
I wanted.
Yes,
Didn't
I
you
suppose
wanna
you
be
are going to
free?
do that, aren't
What?
you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
Romantic haze, your love will set
Our
you free.
happy ending at last.
We got a happy ending.
We did it.
Yes,
What should we
we
do
rescued
now?
her.
Where
Oh
did
no,
everything
this
go?
again. No, no.
Where did he go? Oh, is he gone?
Oh, this
I hadn't
again.
noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Oh, what are you gonna turn into?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Wait, our feathers? What? We have feathers? And there's the arms again. Okay, what? We have feathers? The mirror. You get a chance to make the jacket something's taken away and left on in her place. The mirror.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she is, and I don't know how deep we go looking. The narrator is gone. Think of, wait, where is he?
He is. Does that mean the world ended? A villain vanquished. Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
I can't believe she was taken away from us. The nerve.
I
There's
guess.
something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while?
Wait.
That can't hurt, right?
Did we turn into the princess? Wait, my cursor is the same hand I have. I just realized.
I'm begging you.
It has the
don't
clothes and
do
everything.
this.
Well, you're giving me no other option. We're the princess, aren't we? No, don't tell me. Yeah, look, it's the same as my hand, the cursor. Alright, we're gonna see the princess. Or not. The body, it's you. What? What the hell is... You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. I knew we look weird. Oh, there she is. You're at the cabin. Approach her. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between. Wait, inhabiting.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Yeah, her voice is changing. You're the thing I'm in space outside the woods. I thought it was a dream. What are you? Yeah, you. That thing that, like,
Vague
consumed me.
recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But you always were. Were you always the princess, or?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Kind of. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I'm a person. I mean, I don't know. The thing I saw in the mirror. I don't know, man.
I
That's
think
not a
that
person.
you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of the fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Oh,
Do
because we
not
rescued
mourn
her?
her. She has served her purpose.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Yes. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Okay.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I
Is it
promise
concept?
that it doesn't hurt.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
What happens now? Attack the entity. Sorry, I had to do something real quick. Where are we? Do you know about the worlds beyond?
I know only that they are.
Okay, what happens now?
Nothing as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Perspectives? What? When you're scared, I'll find a way to kill you. How much will I forget? I know her pieces. I was sent to say the princess. Okay, make me further. I know her pieces.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
And if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I'm not going back. Wait. If I help you, what is it you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
We'll wait. I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Okay, I'm ready. Wait forever. Oh, let's wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Wait, what? Huh? The game closed? Is that supposed to happen? Or did I just crash? Huh?
You have returned to me.
Oh.
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your
Okay,
side.
so it was supposed to close. I never left your side. Attempt to outweigh.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh my god. What? A loving best. Bring the dancer to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, so that just happened.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. Her voice carries up.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Yeah, it's different.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
The voice is different.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of
It's
the
different every
manipulation.
time.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Oh, she's different now. Just here to talk. No. We'll stay silent, I guess.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed.
Well, I know
If you hesitate now,
what
it'll be too
you
late.
are, kind of.
End this. You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Alright, let's try this again.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep
Oh,
into
she's
her
not
heart.
biting this time.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
She's not biting this time. What?
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes.
She knows she can't die?
Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Fortunately, she's dead. Yeah, no, that was way too easy. Last time she threw hands and beat my
It's
ass.
over. Don't get all worked up.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
I really don't think you should do that.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Okay, check propose. moved or not doing that. Check for a pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one.
Don't tell me she's like gonna bite my hand.
We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question?
Oh.
Wait, what was that?
Uh-oh.
You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat.
Stab her again.
Followed
Stab her
by
again.
another. And another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for
what
that
the
now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
She has a knife?
As
Or
you
her
fall,
claws?
she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and you're here to slay. I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to
They
pull a knife
cheated.
out of
Okay.
nowhere and
We
stab
got a
us
new
again.
place.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do
Okay,
just
but
fine.
she stabbed us with something. We'll go back, I guess.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. The interior of the
Whoa.
cabin is a jagged mess of
This is
warped
new
wood and broken
again.
boards, their splintered edges
The
as
mirror's there
uninviting
again.
as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, the mirror's there. What if we ignore the mirror? Yeah, we'll ignore the mirror this time.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Approach the mirror. We'll ignore the mirror. Disappeared.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
I mean, she
Her
stabbed me.
grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me.
Oh, her voice
I've
is
been
different.
stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final
Oh.
step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Nah, that voice
Come
ain't
on
right.
now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
I thought you were just gonna stab me again. Do you remember what happened last time? I know you have a knife. I'd like to trust you. Talk things out. I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. What happened after you died last time? Nobody has to die. I'm not trusting this spy. Here.
What? No!
No,
I
of
wouldn't
course.
stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
Who was slaying the princess?
And you
I am.
are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly
Yeah, that's
feels
why I'm not walking towards her.
threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
I mean, she has a weapon.
But you know who is armed?
You. So stop second guessing yourself and do your job.
But I'm nervous.
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that.
So she does.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Yeah, she remembers it.
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Yeah.
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Yeah, okay, so what is happening? I said, yeah, she remembers.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again? I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Oh,
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
that's a lie. Yeah, prove it. Show your hands.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
Ow. Hello. Hello, Alice.
But look at this!
Yeah, she
Hands!
doesn't have a
Hands that
knife.
don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Hey, yeah, you're hiding it somewhere.
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they
My
have
secret
nothing to do
zones.
with you or my intention
Okay.
to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird-face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her?
Until
We're
I know she has a
clearly still
knife.
figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, and will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Can we talk things
But we
through?
don't have anything to talk through. We're strangers and this place is cramped and annoying and you should just come over here and let me out.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the
directly at the
chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
I would know what a key
Okay,
would look
I'm
like.
bored now.
Oh, what? Okay, I'm
She's
bored now.
bored?
What?
That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit.
Oh.
In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards
What
you,
the
a
hell?
blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all. How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion.
You did have a
She
knife.
slices
Oh
through
no.
her arm.
There it is again.
Okay,
The
maybe
arm
we
again.
aren't safe here.
She doesn't even hesitate
why didn't
before
she just do
darting
that in the
towards you
first
with a
place?
terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange,
Oh, okay,
before
there
she
goes
severs
my
your
arm.
hand, and with it, your only line of defence.
She's much better at this than she was last time.
Yeah, it's unreal. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
With a squelch, she does
She
just
just says
that.
it like that.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, chapter 3.
You're on a path in the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened?
Oh,
did you just do?
We're in control now. And the mirror's there.
I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an
The
option
hunted.
anymore.
Okay.
We have to fight.
What's the point of fighting if
Broken.
she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
I haven't been
This
here.
is our third?
Yeah, the third time.
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it.
Oh, okay. I'm not
sure,
even gonna.
You take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's
Yeah.
there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
And what if we never do?
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
Yeah, there's only a mirror.
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? There isn't a door, there's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist.
Doesn't
Just
exist.
reach
It's
forward
right
and open
there.
it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Yeah, we do.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Oh, we're looking in the mirror again?
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Is her voice gonna be different?
Hi.
Yeah,
It looks like you don't have a
kind of.
way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Oh, okay.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Okay, so
Fun for
she does
her,
remember.
maybe. I didn't like dying all over again.
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal
Oh.
bickering is cut short by the wet sound of
Okay.
slicing meat.
She's got two
The
now.
princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going
Right.
to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Do we run?
Shit.
Or
She's
not, I
coming
guess.
for us, and I'm out of ideas.
Okay, you're letting me decide now? We're fighting. Due to her authority. Try flirting with her. She has a sword for arms and we don't. Gonna fight her. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. Think something better.
That's right, we just have to think. There's probably an answer
I'm dead,
if
aren't
we
I?
think.
I don't have
Just
time
standing there, huh? A bold
to... Yeah, I was
strategy.
gonna say.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight. She skewers you.
And we're dead.
Ow. What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we
We
die.
die. Yeah.
Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
Huh?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4.
This is 4.
No wonder
What?
everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
Huh?
I wonder what
There's
you're going to
more
do
chapters.
next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many
How
we
many we
can
can
stack.
stack.
There's got to be
Yeah.
a point where it makes us better than her.
Yeah.
As long as we keep moving.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, plan now.
Okay. Let's beat her to it. No. Fight her, flirt. Well, we can't fight because she's better than us. Sure. It doesn't work. She kills you again and again and again. You reverse your consciously from left to left, holding on to snippets of the conflict that transpires. Okay, so I'm guessing all of them failed.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
Wait, what?
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Why? I didn't choose that option.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this
she's
body
getting more
either
souls.
way.
And
So
her
stop
teeth.
feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
Opportunist.
She skewers you. We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
And I die. Oh, chapter 4. This is the farthest we've got.
You're on a... Don't lose your
You're in
head.
a-
We're in a cabin and we'll take it.
Okay.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Oh.
What if we throw it out the window? Over my dead body. That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
I'm sure I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really.
Cold.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally
Paranoid.
manifest anything. The only thing we're going to manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only
It's more of a slide.
we know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything?
Should've covered it. Well, there's
Feels
too
like
many
I'm hardly
voices
a
now.
part of this. Don't care, just want to... Fine, you make
Oh,
your
she
way to the
doesn't have
basement,
chains.
where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
Back together. Wait, for her arms.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with
Her
me.
arms are
It's
gone.
good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Sure, I guess.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Do-do-do. Ba-ba-ba.
Okay, you're not even gonna tell me.
Are you going to say what she does? Oh, do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's
Whoa.
skin twists, splitting into
Okay.
red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes
Oh.
a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades.
Stab her in the
The
heart.
heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
Wait, what?
Do you think we can throw her out? the
Contrary.
window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
To the heart.
This is all just a
An
sick
open heart.
joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
All right,
Okay. Empty your mind.
Forget it. What just happened?
What?
It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her burst finishes, like you're already somewhere else. Oh, more seriously. Ultra instinct.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm of free thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. Hello, so adrenaline. An endlessly building crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and her strikes too. Yes, the heart! Water and steel, master yourself and vanquish your sharp foe. Blood strikes a little, you will survive. Oh, I died anyway. But I killed her, and the mirror's back again. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Approach the door. Are we gonna see ourselves again? If you do so, gaze into reflection. I'm sure you saw it in the past. It's time for you to see what's in it. Yep. The bloat, you've grown. What do you mean I've grown? In the long quiet once again. The cabin. Oh, she's there now.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality
Oh, it's just
and
different now.
movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same? Yeah.
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an
No.
unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Right.
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know, at the end of this, once you finish, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Yeah.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Have been kinder to me than anyone I've met.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What? I'm gonna bring
Gifts
it next
aren't
time.
what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be. My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory. The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Okay. Just attack the entity. Let's destroy our body. Let's see what happens. Oh. You feel nothing. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Attacked anything? Your vocabulary is in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
How many more?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
I'm ready.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Oh, that scares me every time. Sharp vessel. Bring the razor?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path,
Okay, we'll save, because I'm gonna end it here. This is really interesting. I'm enjoying this so far. I might continue tomorrow, or I'll just play off stream. But yeah, that's all. See ya.